for tuning in to another episode of American Snowmobiler Television. In this episode, we're going to travel up to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. We're going to start out in Munising in the Grand Marais area, and we're going to head over to the Keweenaw Peninsula. We're going to visit places like Calumet, Houghton Hancock, Copper Harbor, and these are beautiful places to ride. We spent a lot of time up there as well. Next, we're going to talk about the 2017 MXZ X sled from Ski-Doo. This is a long-term demo sled that we had for a full season, so you're going to get a full review of what happened after a full season with this snowmobile. Next, we're going to talk about the brand new 2018 Polaris Titan. Now, this is an extreme crossover utility sled. So it's got the 800 motor in it, it's got a super long track on it, super wide. This sled's a do-all sled for anybody who really wants to do anything from two-up riding to utility to fishing, even performance riders. Finally, we're going to end with a review on the new 2018 Arctic Cat ZR RR. This is the race replica, and it's got the new 800 motor in it from Arctic Cat. So stay tuned for that.
Our tour made its way out to Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. Now on a clear day, you can see tons of panoramic views and scenery there for photos. It's a great trail stop to take a rest. Unfortunately, the weather didn't cooperate for us as much as we'd have liked it to, but it's still a pretty cool place to see even on a cloudy day. From Pictured Rocks Lakeshore, we continued on east to the town of Grand Marais, and the visibility, unfortunately, was still a little bit on the rough side. You know, on a clear day, it's a fantastic ride following Trail 89, winding along the shores of Lake Superior there. And once you pull into Grand Marais, you'll think you pulled into a quaint fishing village that might be located on the shores of Norway or Sweden. But you're just right there on the shores of Lake Superior, and it's the perfect place with friendly places to eat, friendly faces, to refuel your sleds and refuel your bellies before you head out back on the trails. Today we're on our way up to Copper Harbor at the very top, most northern point of the Keweenaw Peninsula in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. And we got a fantastic day today with bright blue skies, and the weather can be a little unpredictable up here, so you got to take advantage of this when you can. We made our first stop here at Brockway Ridge Overlook, snap a few photos, take a little break on the sleds before we motor on to Copper Harbor. We're riding right now in the heart of what was big-time copper mining country. Obviously, that's where the town gets its name. And today, it's big-time tourist country, so it's a wonderful spot for anybody that's visiting this area. Come on up, they've got great places to stay, great food, and great people that are always welcoming you here in the UP. Making our way down the mountain from Copper Harbor, we continued south all the way down to the fire steel bridges. Now these are really unique pieces of architecture. There's 3 bridges that have huge spans, and they're over 100 feet in the air. They were constructed over 100 years ago when the copper industry was booming here, and they were used as railroad tracks to haul the copper out of the mines back and forth. And today they're used as ORV trails in the summer and snowmobile trails in the winter. And if you're brave enough, take a stop right in the middle of one of these bridges and peek over the edge. You're over 100 feet above the valley floor below you. Well, thanks for joining us on this tour of Michigan's Upper Peninsula. We hope we showed you some new places for you to check out and ride yourselves. Come on up, it's a great time. A special thanks to the folks at Pure Michigan for arranging this, as well as the fine people at Borders Inn and Suites in Munising, Pictured Rocks Inn and Suites in Munising, and the Trailside Lodge right here in Calumet, Michigan as well. We had a great time, and we know you will too.
Hi, I'm Mark Boncher, editor for American Snowmobiler magazine, and we're out here testing our 2017 Ski-Doo MXZ X 850. This is a long-term demo sled that we had from Ski-Doo this year, so we're putting it through its paces over the course of an entire season. So far, we've got about 600 miles on it, and we've got a couple months of testing left to do, but I gotta say, it's exceeded our expectation. The motor is strong. We're seeing speeds that are above and beyond what we thought we were going to see, but it's not just top speed, it's fluid and smooth all the way through the power band. One of the things that we really wanted to test on this sled was the new RAS3 front suspension, and that's what a lot of people are talking about. The HPG shocks that we have on this aren't the XRS package, but they're very good. This whole suspension working in conjunction with the ArmOcean rear suspension is certainly a step up from last year's model. We also have the TS adjustable skis on this. That's got basically a blade carbide that comes down through the center of the ski, through the keel, and it's adjustable on a cam, and you can actually see where that blade is coming in and out through the keel of the ski. That's a great option, especially when you have varying snow conditions. That's one of the things that we've tested and we've been pretty impressed with so far. We've got Stud Boy studs and backers on this too. The ProLite backers are great. We've tested those for a couple of seasons. We've got the link system on this too, and we've got additional knee pads. You'll be able to see all the long-term sled reviews coming up in the next season, but we're also gonna have this at our real world shootout, which we're doing right now. So check that out in our March issue.
We're promoting AmSnow TV across all our media outlets, including our brand new website, e-newsletters, social media, and of course, the best magazine in the biz. Let us do the same for you. To find out how American Snowmobiler can help your business reach up to 214,000 snowmobile enthusiasts each month, contact our advertising department today.
One of the cool things that we find in the snowmobile media here is when a manufacturer comes out with something that wasn't totally expected, and that's exactly the case with Polaris's new Titan line of snowmobiles that they came out with for 2018. I'm sitting on the Titan XC right here, which is a more sporty, performance-oriented snowmobile of the group. There's 3 sleds in this category, so again, the XC, the SP, which is more of a utility-minded sled, comes with some very standard features, but still very capable. The monotube shocks. Each sled comes with a 155-inch track, and it's 20 inches wide, so a huge footprint to get you where you need to go, keep you floating on top of the snow. The other thing that separates each sled is the skis. The SP comes with the wider Pro Float skis. This XC comes with the gripper skis, which is the same skis you'll find on Polaris's mountain sled. And the third sled here is the Adventure, and that's more of the 2-up variety. That comes again with the float skis, but also comes with the standard 2-up seat on the back. A few other nice features about these snowmobiles. They've got an upgraded electrical system. So even at idle speeds, you can plug your accessories, your cell phone, your GPS, what have you, into the 12-volt outlet that comes on each sled. And even at that low idling RPM, it will still charge those devices for you. Comes with the high-low reverse gear shifter here, so you can pop it into low gear and use the 1,200-pound towing capacity that each of these sleds has. All 3 come with a J-hook hitch standard, so load up your ice fishing gear if you need to haul a load of wood or your catch from trapping or whatever you might have. This sled can certainly do it. And the 800 engine that comes under this hood, yeah, it's the 800 HO, same that comes in all their performance sleds. It can really rip down the trail too. So cruising 75, 80 miles an hour down the trail, no problem. Really, there's a sled in this lineup for everyone.
For 2018, Arctic Cat came out with a brand new 800 motor. This motor is made by Arctic Cat, assembled at Arctic Cat's facility just north of Minneapolis. Now, the RR stands for race replica, and really that's what this is. It's for a performance aggressive rider on the trail. The big difference in this sled is that you get the QS3 shocks up front. Now these are the Kashima coated version of these shocks. So that Kashima coating helps with durability, and those shocks run throughout the rear skid and the front. obviously this is for the performance trail sled guy. So you do still get the 800 motor, again, 800 C-Tech dual stage injection. This is a twin liquid, and that motor runs basically throughout. It's replaced all of the 800 Suzuki motors in Arctic Cat's lineup, and it's a continuation of the 600 C-Tech motor. So you get great fuel economy, great oil economy, and this sled is a really fun sled. It's not quite valved as much as days of old when the RRs, the race replica sleds, would basically come straight off the racetrack and right in consumers' hands, and they were very stiff and not as much fun on the trail. This is still a very trailable sled, and again, right for that aggressive guy.
Did you know you can have North America's most trusted snowmobile voice at your fingertips wherever you go? Digital subscriptions are available from a variety of sources for your tablet or smartphone. It includes 6 issues of American Snowmobiler for just $14.95, or combine it with your print subscription for just another $1 per issue. Visit AmSnow.com for more details. And while you're there, don't forget to register as a website user and sign up for our e-newsletter.
Thanks again for tuning in to AmSnow TV. And remember, you can always subscribe online on our website, amsnow.com, or pick us up on the newsstand, and you can always check us out on our Facebook site. Thanks again and happy trails.